Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
NFL season is in full swing. You might not be at the game this year, but you can still be in on the action at BetOnline. My pick this week is going to be the Buffalo Bills getting -2.5 against the 49ers. From game spreads and totals to team, player, and coaching props, BetOnline gives you more options to wager than any place online, and there is always the online casino as well. It never closes. So head to betonline.ag today and take advantage of all the great sign-up bonuses. Again, that's betonline.ag and sign up today. BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. Hey, this is Brian from Zero Dark Nerdy, the world's most notorious pop culture podcast. Today I'm joined with
Jordan Brown, a.k.a. Doodoo Brown 3879, a.k.a. Fresh Prime Meat.
And we have back our good friend, the one, the only, father. SarahChu is in the building. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. How have you been? I think the last time we caught up was like right before COVID hit. So just kind of give us a little bit of like what's been going on with you in Philadelphia since COVID.
Well, thank you so much for having me back. It's great to be here. It's always so much fun. I feel like I should come up with an interesting answer for that question. Like, what's been going on during COVID? Because you know how it's going to go. Like, yeah, not too much. Like, what have you been doing? Yeah, not too much. And then it's awkward.
Right.
You're like, okay, cool. We've done nothing. So yeah, I should really think of like some really crazy stories to tell people and throw them off. But my honest answer is, yeah, not too much. Played some video games. Really enjoyed Final Fantasy VII when it came out. I think we talked about that last time.
That was the last topic, actually.
Yeah. Loved it.
Oh my God.
Gosh, what else? I feel like I played like all the games people have been playing in quarantine, like Animal Crossing. I had to like stop playing that because it was getting unhealthy.
Oh God.
I was playing it too much.
That is one thing I didn't get into. Animal Crossing.
Don't.
Yep. Yes. I promise.
It'll take over your whole life. Genshin Impact, the free game that like shocked the world. Yeah, it's super fun. Yeah, and I just got the PS5. That's all I've done.
So the PS5 obviously came out last week. You and Jordan are the only two people I know.
Has it already been a week?
It has like almost a week. Well, it was last Thursday, right? For you?
Yeah,
and then the Xbox came out on Tuesday.
Wow.
So, we'll go ahead and start with you, Sarah. Like, kind of like, what do you think about the brand new PlayStation 5 as far as first reactions, like games that you've been playing, and like what you're excited about coming up next?
Okay, well, first off, Jordan, I want to say congratulations. And I feel comforted knowing there's somebody as crazy as me out there that I know, because like you can't just like get a PS5.
Oh no! Right. Oh no!
Anyone else who has one, I kind of judge them because I'm like, I know what you did to get one. Yes. I did that too.
Have you heard of the Hunger Games?
Basically. So congratulations.
You too.
Yeah. So for very first impression was, this is large.
Oh my God.
It's huge. And like I knew, but like you have to like see it in person. Like I was just in awe. Like I just sat there and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like I know how to plug in a PlayStation, right. But I'm like, I was in awe.
Yes. It's so good. I put it beside my, I also have a white PlayStation 4. So I put them right beside each other. I mean, I was just like, God damn, this thing is gigantic.
I'm still trying to find the proper home for mine. Like I've come to the conclusion I need to buy a new home because my house isn't big enough for it.
Not just a new room, not just a new entertainment center.
I need a whole new house. There's no more space in my small Philadelphia home. Like right now it's sitting sideways on top of my turntable, which is not a permanent solution because I can't put a record in.
Right.
But it doesn't fit vertical.
No.
Okay.
So I need a new house.
Brian gave me his old desk, which I've started playing like a person who plays all the fucking time, which I found out I do because PS5 has a feature that you can see how many hours you put into each game, even if you played them on PS4. We'll get to that.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of judgy.
I know.
Very.
I judged my goddamn self. But yeah, and I just shoved it right under my legs right here when I'm playing. So, and it's quiet and it keeps itself cool. Oh,
I mean, right now my PC is like shoved right under where like my legs are, and I just like pray that I don't kick it ever too hard one day. I'm like, there's no space there. Where's it gonna go?
So, like, which games did you go ahead and get Miles Morales? Like, what games are you currently playing on there right now?
Yeah, so I have Miles Morales. I had to get one of the bundles to get it. So it came with Miles Morales and Dark Souls, which I kind of want to play, but I also know that like it's going to destroy me because I'm not actually good at video games. Like I try and I try and I try, and I'm just not good at them. But
have you played any of the Souls games?
No, but I heard they're very difficult.
But in your defense, this is probably one of the easier ones.
Great. So now I'm just going to feel like shit when I can't get past like the opening mission, which I even struggled in Spider-Man to get past the opening mission. That's how bad I am.
If it makes you feel any better, you're not supposed to get past the opening mission in Demon Souls.
Okay.
It's like, fuck you, welcome to Demon Souls. You're gonna die a lot.
Did I say it wrong? Did I say Dragon Souls?
You said Dark Souls, but that's
Dark
another
Souls.
one in the Souls franchise.
Okay.
But you're fine. You're fine. You've never played it.
My bad. Yeah. I clearly have no business playing this game, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm stubborn.
Oh me. Did you get a camera?
I did. I ended up getting all of the accessories, which I don't know if you noticed. I have a new headset.
Beautiful. Now I fucking want one.
This was almost as hard to get as the PS5, but you can get it. I believe in you. So.
I like those words coming from you.
There you go.
Yeah, my first time using it, trying it out. It's great.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
These look at them falling apart. My old. Well, like these are well loved. Like this isn't a reflection of their quality. This is a reflection of the abuse that I gave.
Love that.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
So the game that you were showing me the other night, what was that one where you just kind of run around?
Oh, the Astro's Playroom.
Yeah.
That's my favorite game
right now. It's so fucking cool!
I didn't want to say that, but like that's actually been the only game I've been playing.
It's awesome.
Oh my! Like
it's awesome.
I forget which one had it, but a different system actually had the Playroom in it, where it had like a bunch of little mini games and bullshit like that.
Yeah.
This Astro's Playroom, it glorifies it shows the capabilities of the new DualShock 5.
Right.
And it is so fucking like, I mean, okay, so first of all, when you plug your system in and turn your place and you turn it on for the first time, your controller needs an update.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a first.
But yeah, tell me your thoughts on the controller, because that was like, I don't know, just tell me your thoughts.
I fucking love it. I mean, when you boot up Astro's Playroom and it gives you a little like tutorial on the controller and it shows you what it can do and the haptic feedback for the triggers. I have the PS5 version of not Black Ops, Cold War. I'm not going to get into that game right now because I don't really give a shit about it. I don't really fucking like it, to be honest. But
that's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, the haptic feedback, like each gun features a different weight. You need to press the trigger. Mm-hmm. It's fucking nuts. Like, I mean, I love it. I love the controller. I think it's amazing. Xbox really fucked up with not having something to combat this. And that's just me being a PlayStation guy. But
so what do you think about the controller?
Yeah, what do you think about it?
Like, I agree. So far, like the load times are takeaways. It's big. The load times are super fast.
Yes.
And the controller is amazing. And I'm sure once I play more games other than like Astro's Playroom and like 10 minutes of Spider-Man, I'll have like more to say. But yeah, first, like the controller, it's very different than all the previous PlayStation controllers. Mm-hmm. So like I was holding it. I was like, this is different. Open-minded, but like they're changing a lot of things on us. Like it doesn't look the same, feel the same. And I just kind of felt like it became my hands like very quickly, you know,
really
like
fits. It just fits.
Yeah. And I mean, on top of that too, like I don't own a PlayStation 5. So when I actually got to play it over at Jordan's, when he was showing me the kind of vibrations and feelings on Cold War, completely different than anything I've ever felt before in my entire life, which to me is it's groundbreaking because you get kind of all the angles. Obviously, you get the audio, you get the visual, but to actually kind of feel it and to have that with the remote too, I think honestly it's a big game changer in my opinion.
Game changer. It's like it's like the most immersive we've ever been in a video game since, and I'm gushing every time I play this thing.
Every time you play Astro's Playroom.
It's like I'm playing Wally as Eve. I'm telling you.
Eve.
I fucking love it. I can't stop.
Like, I'm sure we all do this, but when you're like getting really into it and you're moving the controller around, even though that doesn't actually do anything, well, now it does something.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, wait, like that's, you gotta go here. And like, it's hard to explain. Like, you have to experience
You've explained it very well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I didn't notice I did that to the extent that I do it until I started streaming like Sunday and look like a little weirdo, like a little garden.
Do you stand up when you get really into it and like your mouth like hangs open? You're like,
No, I only stand up. Oh, God, I hate that I do this, but I rage when I don't.
oh, now I want to watch you on Twitch.
Oh, you should. It's entertaining.
Yay!
I'm a little weird person, but
He's very passionate.
When's your next stream?
probably maybe like midnight tonight. I don't know.
All right, I'll get the popcorn. I rage.
Well, you can go back, and I didn't know Twitch did this, but you can go back and like I used to. First of all, the PS5, the broadcast button. I used to take clips on PS4 of my Warzone games, and it takes it a good 10 to 15 seconds. And while you're in a live game, 10 to 15 seconds that's a lifetime. You know what I mean? Anything can happen.
Oh yeah.
So now with the PS5, you can set up maybe you want a 15-second window, a 30-second, a minute, an hour.
Right.
But you can set that up. And all you have to do is tap twice, and that segment of time before you tap that just saved. Just like that.
Oh.
Boom. Just like that. It's so amazing. But I don't need to do that anymore because Twitch saves your entire stream. So, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think they do that.
Are you streaming?
I haven't, not in a very long time, but I do plan on streaming again. That's why I got the camera.
Yes.
Because I felt like I was a super regular streamer when I like streamed for my PS4.
Yeah.
And then I got my PC, some stuff broke, had to rearrange everything. I need a new house. Like, it's all going to come back to that.
It doesn't fit your streaming. It doesn't fit your PS5.
This doesn't
What
work.
kind of shanty do you live in over here?
Exactly. I'll Philadelphia shanty. Oh, birds.
No birds, baby.
Oh, God, that's a whole nother segment going on. Yeah, I mean, I know you can see the bird stuff over here, but our boy has not been doing well lately.
Well, but
None of the NFL has been doing well.
Let's get past that.
this year doesn't count.
It doesn't.
That's right.
It
That's
doesn't.
right.
Free year. Yay.
Yeah, the PlayStation and then Final Fantasy did come out this year too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So at least in the gaming world, it has been a good year because, I mean, why not? At this point now, if you're a gaming company, it's like everyone's at home. We need to start cranking this shit out now.
Oh, yeah. I actually had a moment because I work in like corporate retail supply chain where like I was playing the PS5 and I'm like, this is so incredible. And then I just kind of got this sense of like, wow, it must be like terrible to work for Sony because like you don't make something this like high quality without like having a whole bunch of just like, I don't know, super strict, crazy, obsessive people all working really hard all the time. Like people are not just lazing around the office making this.
Oh yeah, I recruited in IT, and believe me, timelines, deadlines, that shit is no joke. So, especially for those kind of companies.
I felt like bad for them. I was like, oh man.
So, as far as like games that have not been out yet, and I'll start with you, Sarah, then we'll go to Jordan. What are you looking forward to as far as, when they did the whole Sony launch and like everything's coming out, obviously. And I will say this too, don't feel bad about not beating the first level of Miles Morales. I could not get past the first level of Spider-Man on the PS4.
Really?
It was so fucking hard for me. It really was. And I mean, I'm not the gamer that I used to be. But I honestly felt bad. I'm like, I don't know if I can game anymore. It felt like that to me.
Yeah,
so
it's left you. It's left your soul.
I was glad
it's not
I
left my soul. I'm
because,
just a first-person shooter person for life, I guess. But yeah, so don't feel bad about not getting past the first level of Miles Morales. But what are you looking forward to as far as like the next gen, whether if it's Cyberpunk or whatnot? Like what are you looking forward to next?
I'd say number one thing is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn.
Nice.
It's called Forbidden West. Great name. I don't know. Sounds cool. Love the original. So that's going to be amazing on the PS5. And I mean, eventually Final Fantasy 16, but they have like one trailer. So that means it's going to be like 10 years and probably on the when it comes out. Horizon Zero Dawn should be next year.
Every Final Fantasy, except for 7, actually, the 7 remake has been in development hell.
Yeah.
Upcoming is
Talk about a company you don't want to work for.
Yeah, I'm like, don't want to work there either.
They're like, get
Thank you
this
for
done
your
now.
amazing products. That must have sucked for you to make.
Well, shit, Cyberpunk's going through the same goddamn thing right now. Poor guys.
Yeah,
poor Keanu. He doesn't deserve that.
No.
Wait, I don't. What's happening?
Cyberpunk's been pushed back I think it's been pushed back 5 or 6 or 7 times now.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a delayed game.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they do it right. I mean, it took this long for us to get Last of Us 2. And, I mean, it's a fantastic game. And to me, I'm like, I'd rather video games, they're not like movie companies where movie studios, 9 times out of 10, unless you're Pixar and you can actually kind of, come out with a Toy Story every 5 or 6 years. For the most part, movie companies are like, we have a hit. We need to make sure that we capitalize it, so we need a sequel next year just to make sure we're still drawing a fan base. Whether if it sucks, we'll bring in whatever. What I respect about video game companies like that is we are not ready for the public to see this until it is 100% perfect in all of our eyes. Yeah. So
okay.
That's at least my opinion.
So that's why Blade 2 was so much worse than Blade 1.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of sequels, especially movie sequels, because they want to pump them out and they want to make that money.
I get that.
And, and now, I mean, video games cost just as much as it does to make a movie, if not more. So, to me,
What's
I'd
up,
rather
$70 video games.
I know, right? And we're all just like, okay, sure.
I literally people have asked me that all the time. Oh, are you okay with paying $10 more per game?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Really? I feel like no one's said that to me. It's just kind of like, yep, sure, take my money. What am I gonna do? Say no?
Care. I would have paid. I think the most I would have paid for a PS5. Did we talk about that? I think we talked about that on a stream.
I don't think so.
I think the most I would have paid is $700 for it. I think I would have paid at the most $700.
I mean,
I thought you meant a game
for
for a second.
Huh?
It's I thought you meant a game.
No, no, honey. Oh my god.
This game better last forever.
Fuck that. With that kind of money, I can go buy a new house every weekend.
Yeah, we will all need new houses. That was the case.
Look, if I eat, we all eat. $700 for this video game.
So, as far as, and I'll let Jordan start with this. You just started streaming, and then, Sarah, feel free to chime in and, give them any tips, advice, or whatever. What do you enjoy about it? And, any questions to the crowd or whatever as far as, how to draw in more of an audience.
Well, starting out, Matt, the thing I like the most about it is just being able to do it whenever the fuck I want to. I got off work last night and I was like, I'll probably go home and make some eggnog, and that's what my brain sounds like.
No, that's what he sounds like when you're not around.
Brian, we heard your thinking sound before we went online.
Yeah.
Jordan's thinking sound.
Yeah.
Why does mine sound like that? But I've never questioned it. But
it's a Sesame Street character we never heard of.
But it's that I love being able to the weirdest part for me is having to fill the dead air, just talking to myself, actually putting my brain words into actual words, like I'm doing right now. Oh God. Yeah, this is about how my streams go, actually.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't have that problem. It's kind of like my ADHD can just like come out and it's okay. Like,
I like that.
Yeah, like it's okay just to like literally say anything on your mind.
See, but the things in your head are probably a lot less
psychotic.
No,
it's really not entertaining.
Do I look like a psychopath? God, I jumped some octaves.
I can't wait to watch these rage streams now.
Oh no, and that's another thing. That is actually another thing. I do, because maybe I'm conscious about it because I have a little picture of myself in the bottom right corner while I'm streaming, and maybe I'm just more conscious about it. But I don't get as mad or like rage a bunch. Like I played earlier today, right before I came over here with my buddy Paxton, who lives in Florida. I got so fucking mad. Like, I mean, and I have to, like with the old PlayStation controllers, like I accrued a bunch of them because they'd stop working or whatever the fuck. And, or you just need to
define stop working.
I've never had one stop working.
Yeah. I need
so
more.
What are you doing?
Happen to drop one or
drop one against the wall.
Yeah. Like you think there's a couch.
Real clumsy.
You think there's a couch there, and you're just like, oops, not you.
So this isn't shatterproof.
Never. But I did learn at the end of it that if I did get really upset, I could just use one of my broken ones and just I'd be like, oh fuck, lay this down really nice and gently, and then pow.
Yeah, I was gonna say with these new remotes, I don't see too many people rage throwing their remote
do that to a new controller.
Yeah, right. You're like, nope, we're out until next year. Now you just
like really good, almost kind of like life deep advice there, you know, like just use your broken controller to smash over and over again. Like that's helpful, I think, for some people.
I guess you do not have this anger problem.
No, I felt like when I was regularly streaming on Twitch, it was the opposite. Like I felt like I had to emote more.
That's fair.
Really? Okay.
Like I'm like, oh, this is an emotional part of the game. I probably shouldn't just like sit here stone faced because, you know, I mean, like it's like I have feelings, but like I don't just like.
Oh no!
There, like,
the horse died.
I don't know. I'm just conscious of how I look. I'm like, do I look like sad enough? Do I look like?
Do you ever do any streams in your cosplay?
Once, and it was actually before I had the cosplay Instagram, which now takes up most of my time. I was doing Twitch before that. So once I hit like 1,000 followers, I dressed up as Tifa on stream.
Flawless.
I should do that.
Flawless victory. Yes, you should.
Yeah.
More. It's not going to be probably the most productive streams, but
I can tell you right now, our listeners and fans are sitting there like, what was her name again?
Yeah.
Hold on.
That would literally be the most productive stream.
Yeah. What was that?
But like the thing is with Twitch is when you know, gain an audience, like they are there for and like following you because of what they're seeing,
right?
Like in that moment. So I don't want to like cosplay all the time because
I see.
that's
fair. It's because you get caught, you get sucked in that hole.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, "Why aren't you on cosplay?" And I'm gonna be like, "Well, I didn't have like 5 hours to get ready, and I'm tired, and I just want to play a video game." And like that was
I have a job.
Yeah, and that like it became like a hard thing at one point in my life when I'm like, I want to play a video game, but I felt like I always had to be streaming it.
Yeah.
So I just now I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, I think I can manage doing it again and also privately game it.
Perfectly understandable. What games, if you were going to stream a game, what game would you stream right now besides Astro's Playroom?
Yeah, I would never stream that because I'm actually really bad at it as well, but I love it. I'm not good at video games.
Oh, that is not real for us to believe. We don't believe that. You're just being modest now. To our audience out there, this is where she's humble.
I was like, no. I was like Googling, like, how do I get past this like level? And like nothing would come up. And I'm like, nobody's had this problem but me. I'm the only one.
I saw on your Instagram that you found the sword.
The Buster Sword. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you buy the
so
Buster
cool.
Sword and you like kick it? I don't know why. It's just like and
you
it
just
flips
hit, you
around.
punch everything. The little callbacks to every single PlayStation 4 game. In Astro's Playroom is so. I love just being like, there's
it's an Easter egg. It's an Easter egg
Shadows
game.
of Colossus. There's Tomb Raider. It's so fucking cool.
No.
Every aspect of that game, I love it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It brings me so much joy that I don't need an audience laughing at how terrible I am because I'm just too happy about it. But like for them, they're gonna be like, "You've just died 30 times doing the exact same thing in a row. Like, why did you just jump off that cliff the 31st time without even doing anything right?" I'm like, I don't know.
It is instant serotonin.
But you could also do it too to where like your audience might make it a drinking game. They'll be like, all right, over under how many times?
No, I would feel really bad. People would get hurt.
She doesn't want to kill people.
Well, no, obviously, but I'm just saying there's a way to tie it in and make it fun. And be like, over under, how many times do I die this round? And then if they want to make that into a drinking game, that's on them.
That's on them.
And again, please drink responsibly. So.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think they can get enough beer for drinking every time I die. Astro's Playroom.
So, obviously 2020 being the shitstorm that it has been has canceled just about every con since March, which has affected you. It's affected us. I know you've been still working on some cosplays. Let's just say whether vaccine or whatever the hell, 2021 gets somewhat back to normal. As far as what you can divulge, I know you'd like to keep a couple kind of secrets out there to, let them know to the fans, especially the one that you were telling us about last year. It was like the swimming pool.
The party one.
The party con.
Colossal Con. That
Colossal
was keeping
Con.
it a secret.
No. It was just like to us. It was a secret.
You said you had a cosplay.
But you said you had a cosplay, and you wanted to keep it a secret at that time because we interviewed you right before that.
We have not stopped thinking about it.
Oh yeah, that was a Tifa bikini.
Right. Okay. So, let's just say all the cons come back into play next year.
You make it sound so underwhelming.
Right. Oh, God, just Tifa. All right, next one. So, let's just say we get back to normal as far as the con schedule next year. Which cons, so two-part question, are you looking forward to coming back to or going to, or whether if it's your first time? And then B, if you can let the fans know, what maybe new outfits you might have going on, or I love even though the movie to me was not that fantastic, I love your Birds of Prey Harley Quinn outfit. Yeah. Absolutely love it. With the caution strips and all that, it looks absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
So, what can your cosplay fans look forward to in 2021 from you?
Oh gosh. It's like hope.
Yes.
This is so deep. Well, one of my favorite cons, KatsuCon, which is in February every year. That one just got canceled this week, which we're all expecting. Right. I think we're all hoping it would get pushed out to summertime.
Sure.
Because really February is like terribly cold and everyone shoots outside. And it's probably not good for anybody's health anyways in a normal year. But just straight up canceled to the following year. That con and an Anime NYC, which happens in November every year. It actually, I think, would have been last weekend had it happened. Those are like my two favorites. It's in New York and the Javits Center. So that potentially could happen next November if life is better. I'm kind of apprehensive, nervous. I don't know about the next con, or just it'll be interesting because having that many people together, it's kind of hard to picture now. And I feel like all of us who go to cons are all a little bit weird, and it's going to make us like even weirder. Like, like stay away. So we'll see. And I guess San Diego Comic-Con, I had badges for this past year that canceled, but they are just transferring it to 2021, which we'll see what happens. They're not selling any additional 2021 tickets because, let's be honest, it's probably not going to happen.
Right. No, understandable. And then just out of curiosity too, because I know, Ace Con and Galaxy Con, a lot of cons are still doing these virtual events, and just kind of like out of curiosity, because I want to know, as far as people like yourself in the cosplay world, are you guys invested at all in those? Like, are you interested in that? Because to me, obviously, it's definitely not the same as meeting the celebrities that you want to meet. But like, what's kind of your take? And I understand that they're still trying to make up for the fact that you can't physically be there. But just, from yourself and the other cosplayers that that attend to a lot of cons, what's kind of your take on the whole virtual con? Like, all right, well, you can sign up for this and get an autograph, but you got to get in the mail. Like, how do you kind of feel about that?
That's a great question. A lot of feelings. I think at first I was like, yeah, this is great that there'll still be some interaction. I like to sit on my computer. Cool. But I think like one that stands out that I like actively was excited to try to participate in was the San Diego Comic-Con one.
Right.
And we're going to like their like vendor page, and it was just so like buggy, and I didn't really like find anything. And I eventually like gave up and just like didn't look at anything else. Like San Diego Comic-Con couldn't like compel me to buy anime, like exclusive anime goods or anything. Any of the things that I buy, I'm like, that's pretty bad. Like I feel like I could do a better job. But I think there is a lot of potential for online conventions, because it's what we do. We play games online, we interact with each other online. It's like made for us. And I think like a video game convention would be more something I could see doing very well online.
Yeah, sure.
And I can't announce anything yet.
See, there she is. There it is.
There it is. For us at Cosplays, I was like, I don't know how this point.
Nothing going on next year. Next question, please.
Yeah, I may be participating in something coming soon-ish.
I'm going to go ahead and my prediction is Blizzard Con, but that's just my prediction. I know you're not going to answer whether if it is or if it isn't, but that's just my prediction.
You'll just have to keep an eye on my Instagram.
I plead the fifth.
Soon, though. I think the announcement's coming like very soon, so I'm excited to share that.
Well, when you do announce it, please let us know. We would love to announce it on our website as well. You've always been, we've always been a great fan of you, and we love having you on. And, as always, anything we can do to obviously promote your brand, please let us know. And anytime you want to join us, we are getting ready to do like the end of year wrap ups as far as like favorite shows. Obviously, not so much in the favorite movie category, but there have been a couple.
There's been some movies.
I feel like
a couple of movies.
2020 recap. So this is going to be a comedy.
Yes, it's a comedy to let everybody forget what 2020 has.
It's a black comedy.
We have to laugh so we don't cry.
Yeah, if Black Mirror were to have a comedy, it would be 2020. So, before we sign off here, for the fans, whether listening or viewing you right here on Facebook Live, like, where can they find you as far as social media, website, all that stuff?
All right, so the social media I'm most active on is Instagram. It is SarahChu Cosplay, spelled the correct way of Sarah with an H, so S-A-R-A-H.
Shots fired.
Other Sarahs out there know. And I'm also, the links to all my other stuff are on there. So my Twitch, OnlyFans, all of that stuff are on there. And yeah, hope to see you over there.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. And for our newest streamer over here, where can people find you?
Just at twitch.com/doodoo brown3879. Doodoo like the normal way people spell it. And that's it. I think my Instagram is the same, but I just do silly ukulele videos on there. So
hey, they're great.
Thanks,
Hell of a
man.
musician over here.
Thanks, man.
So, again, thank you both for joining us tonight. Make sure, if you can, and you can afford it within reason, get a PlayStation 5. And if you can get a mansion, just like Sarah, make sure you do so.
Give me a mansion.
Apparently you need one.
I do. Sure if you want me to get back on Twitch, I need a mansion.
There you go. As always, big shout outs to our sponsors, Yes Weekly, Andrew Newman, attorney at law for all your criminal, civil, and traffic court needs in the state of North Carolina. Big shout out to Zibster, that is Zibster, doing phenomenal websites and SEO. And speaking of websites, be sure to check out ours. That is popculturepodcast.com. And that'll do it. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow. Of course, be sure to check out SarahChu on Instagram, Doodoo Brown on Instagram, as well as Twitch. And we will see you all next week.
Yeah! Victory!
And anger management?
Fuck anger management.
Thank you for listening to Believe. You can show support to your host by subscribing to the show and giving us a 5-star rating on your preferred platform. Check us out at Believe.com and search for BLEAV on YouTube.
Hey, it's Michelle Beadle. That's right, the Michelle Beadle. You're welcome. You love talking about sports. I love talking about sports. You know the only thing cooler than talking about sports? Sports! And right now, all your favorite sports are on SiriusXM. I'm talking every NFL game, every game from the NBA, NHL, MLB, every NASCAR race, golf major conference college sports, and all the top games in the WNBA. If it gets your heart pumping, it's on SiriusXM. So start your free trial of SiriusXM today. Visit SiriusXM.com/believe.